कार्यक्रम नोबल विजडम यानी शेराब सैंगपो में आप पिछले कुछ दिनों से लगातार देख रहे हैं परम पूज्य 13वें सोना रिम्पोचे की देहरादून यात्रा की झलकियां। इस कार्यक्रम में अब तक आपने देखा कि कैसे देहरादून के बौद्ध अनुयायियों और स्थानीय बौद्ध गुरुओं ने परम पूज्य 13वें सोना रिम्पोचे का जोरदार स्वागत किया और उनके दीर्घायु होने के लिए घंटों मंत्रोच्चार किया, साथ ही प्रार्थना भी पूरी की। देहरादून के बौद्ध अनुयायियों की भावनाओं की कद्र करते हुए परम पूज्य सोना रिम्पोचे ने भी कार्यक्रम में आए तमाम लोगों को एक एक कर आशीर्वाद दिया, उनके कल्याण के लिए दिल से दुआ मांगी। तस्वीरें बयां कर रही हैं कि परम पूज्य 13वें सोना रिम्पोचे का आशीर्वाद प्राप्त करने के लिए देहरादून के स्थानीय लोग किस कदर उमड़ पड़े हैं और हर किसी की ख्वाहिश है कि परम पूज्य गुरुजी उनके सिर पर आशीर्वाद का हाथ बस एक बार रख दें। लोगों के इस उत्साह के पीछे बौद्ध धर्मगुरु सोना रिम्पोचे के प्रति लोगों के दिल में श्रद्धा और अपार स्नेह की भावना तो है ही। ऐसा इसलिए भी है क्योंकि परम पूज्य 13वें सोना रिम्पोचे का लंबे अरसे बाद ही अरुणाचल प्रदेश से देहरादून आना हो पाता है। इस बार भी काफी समय बाद परम पूज्य 13वें सोना रिम्पोचे देहरादून पधारे, इसीलिए उनके स्वागत के लिए पूजा, प्रार्थना और प्रवचन कार्यक्रमों के अलावा भी कई आयोजन रखे गए, जैसे कि ये सांस्कृतिक आयोजन। बेहतरीन नृत्य शैली से देहरादून में छाप छोड़ने वाले ये कलाकार अपनी ये प्रस्तुति खास तौर पर परम पूज्य 13वें सोना रिम्पोचे के सम्मान में पेश कर रहे हैं। इन कलाकारों की वजह से ही बौद्ध संस्कृति की अनूठी और खूबसूरत परंपरा दिन रात विकसित हो रही है और एक से दूसरी पीढ़ी तक पहुंच रही है। कार्यक्रम नोबल विजडम यानी शेराब सेंगपो के अगले एपिसोड में देखिए कैसे परम पूज्य 13वें सोना रिम्पोचे ने दिया देहरादून के बुद्धिस्ट स्टडीज के छात्रों को ज्ञान और खुद किए भगवान बुद्ध के दर्शन।
कैसे दूर हो आपके जीवन की मुश्किलें, कैसे सवरे आपका करियर, कैसे सफल हो आपका हर काम, क्या कहते हैं आपकी किस्मत के सितारे। जानिए सटीक होने वाली बौद्ध भविष्यवाणियां।
नमस्ते। 5th August 2010, Thursday, 25th day of the 6th lunar month. This is also a day of Guru Rinpoche and the Dakinis. This day has an elemental combination of fire and wind, which is an auspicious combination, and it brings strength and auspiciousness. Therefore, this day is specifically a favorable day for the people who are born in the year of Tiger and Rabbit. You can specifically carry out all kinds of activities such as religious ceremony, praying to the deities, practicing Dharma, and putting up prayer flags. However, you must avoid going through Tarsic therapy, that is bloodletting and moxibustion, because there is Sadak Biti running till the 4:30 p.m. on this day. This is also an inauspicious day for you to engage in parties with your friends and relatives, or initiating a party for a new relationship. 6th August 2010, Friday, 26th day of the 6th lunar month. This day has an elemental combination of earth and earth, which means it's an auspicious combination, and this day generally leads to accomplishment and enables one to achieve all your wishes. However, this day has an extraordinary combination of elements, that is Chijor, which overpowers any other combinations. Therefore, this day should be considered an inauspicious day. Moreover, you must avoid going into construction works, whether it's laying a foundation or doing renovation works. And also, this day has a Sadak named Kikang running. Therefore, you should also avoid marriages, shows, celebrations, funerals, warfare, borrowing and refunding debts. So in all, this is an inauspicious day. 7th August 2010, Saturday, 27th day of the 6th lunar month. This day has an elemental combination of earth and wind, which means this day has an energy which brings discord and leads to loss of sustenance and riches. Therefore, in this day, normally thieves, robbings will take place more forcefully. There will be grief and things will hardly be achieved. You must also avoid doing marriages or engagements. From this day, the autumn starts. Therefore, from this day to the next 72 days, your lung pulse will be more dominant. So overall, this day is an inauspicious day. See you tomorrow at the same time.
शरणं गच्छामि।
क्या है भगवान बुद्ध का दर्शन, बौद्ध धर्म का गूढ़ ज्ञान, कैसे मिले दुख से मुक्ति, कैसे पाएं बुद्धत्व, क्या है धम्मम, क्या है संगम। ये कार्यक्रम आपको रोज दे रहा है ऐसे तमाम सवालों के जवाब। आज बौद्ध धर्म के प्रकांड विद्वान परम पावन 17वें कर्मापा से जानिए भगवान बुद्ध का दर्शन और बौद्ध धर्म का सही ज्ञान।
I think that, in speaking generally, we could identify two forms of confusion in the context of all the various types of confusion there are in the world. One type of confusion originates from the side of the object, and the other type of confusion originates in the perceiving subject, the mind. In the teachings of the Kagyu and Nyingma lineages, there is sometimes an emphasis placed on practicing meditation for the purposes of purifying or cutting through appearances. All various appearances of animate and inanimate things manifest or arise in an unceasing manner. Our immediate reaction to these experiences is to fixate upon them. This fixation consists of believing that these appearances are real and capable of bearing their own identity as objects. So, from the very moment appearances arise, we enter into a relationship of confusion with them. With this situation in mind, the Kagyu and Nyingma lineages provide instructions for first forcefully halting the arising of coarse appearances. The purpose of this teaching is related to the fact that appearances that arise from objects are themselves completely neutral. When vases, pillars, and so on appear to us, they possess absolutely no positive or negative qualities of their own. However, when our fixation grabs a hold of these appearances, we begin to cling to many notions of good and bad in relation to the objects. We have then set the stage for karmic actions, since clinging to things as good or bad leads us to attempt to appropriate them or reject them. When we engage in karmic actions, a variety of positive and negative results manifests accordingly. This is why the approach of forcefully halting appearances is taught. Now, I should note that I am a Kagyu lineage teacher, and that, therefore, there would seem to be a good argument for my staying with the traditional Kagyu lineage explanations on how to transform appearances. Just as Americans are sometimes called upon to stand tall and display their pride in being American, perhaps it is suitable for me to display my pride in the Kagyu lineage by following the traditional pedagogy. Nevertheless, if I were to speak personally about my relationship with appearances, I would say that it seems quite difficult to forcefully halt them. If we were beings who had attained a high level of realization, I think it would be possible to exert this type of control of, or mastery over, appearances. But as beginners on the path, I don't see that approach as being possible. This is because beings at my own level of development are already, to some extent, governed by appearances from the moment appearances arise. I think that it is more approachable for us to reflect on how we might transform our thoughts about appearances rather than transform or purify the appearances themselves. My sense of this point is that when the various appearances of the world appear before us, our fixation on them is like wearing different kinds of glasses. Depending on the type of glasses we wear, appearances will appear to us in different levels of distortedness or clarity. If we wear glasses with the right prescription, it will be possible to see appearances very clearly and in great detail. If we wear an incorrect prescription, we will see nothing but visual blurs. If we wear sunglasses, we might see nothing but darkness, and so on. So our mind is affected simply by the arising of mere appearances, but an even greater effect is brought by our fixation upon appearances. In addition to this fixation, there is a particular form of fixation, ego clinging, which makes things even more problematic. When we cling to thoughts of me and mine, it is like making a small window for ourselves, through which we see everything in the world. In a certain way, we declare to ourselves, "This is the portal through which I will view everything." With the construction of this window, we create a distinct boundary between self and other. This split between self and other makes our relationship with appearances even more emotional. When we view the world through only this window, strange things can happen, particularly in regard to our relationships with other people. We speak to others from this window of me and mine. We shake their hands and react to their gestures towards us. If another person makes a gesture that we perceive as negative, it becomes very personal. We think, this negativity is coming into my window. It must be directed at me personally. Whatever negativity takes place, we perceive that it is striking us directly and harming us. Much emotional suffering occurs because of this. Such are the difficulties of conducting all of our relationships through this window of fixating on me and mine.